of the day. Let us listen.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to story time today. Today's story is about Saul becomes a king. So Samuel had grown old when God gave him a mission. He had to find a king for the people of Israel. One day, a young man named Saul came to the town where Samuel lived, and he was looking for some donkeys that his father had lost and he could not find. So he thought, the prophet might know where I can find them. When Samuel saw Saul approaching, God spoke to Samuel and said, "Here is the man whom I have spoken. He will be the king of my people." Samuel said to Saul, "Do not worry about the donkeys, because they have been found. But listen to me. God has great plans for you." Samuel anointed Saul as the king of Israel. He said to the people, "He is the king the Lord has chosen for you." Then they all cried out, "Long live the king!" And so Saul was king for many, many years. As time went by, he began to disobey the Lord. Then God said to Samuel, "Saul cannot be king of Israel anymore. Fill your jar with oil and go to the city of Bethlehem. Find a man named Jesse, because I have found among his sons the king that I need." And of course, Samuel did just as the Lord had asked him, and he went to Bethlehem, where Jesse presented 7 of his sons to Samuel. None of them, however, was chosen by God. Then Samuel asked Jesse, "Are these all your children?" And Jesse replied, "There is one other, but he is the youngest. He is out taking care of the herd. His name is David." Samuel said, "Send for him." And when David came, God said to Samuel, "This is the one. Get up and anoint him king." So Samuel took the jar with oil, and he anointed the youngest David king, and David became king of Israel. From that day on, God was with David. Meanwhile, Saul was sitting in his palace. He wasn't feeling well because he knew that God had abandoned him. He was tortured by his thoughts. Then his servants had an idea and asked, "Should we find someone to play the harp for you? Make music to make you feel better?" David, the son of Jesse from Bethlehem, knows how to play the harp. He is a remarkable man and such a brave warrior. He speaks wisely, and he is also very handsome. One can tell immediately that God is with him. So Saul asked David to come to the palace, and when he played the harp, Saul felt better. Thank you so much, boys and girls, for listening to story time today. And please come back next time to listen to the next story. Have a blessed day, guys!
Wow, that was such a nice story. Can't wait till next time.